Cypress Development Corp. is developing a world-class lithium resource in the heart of Clayton Valley, Nevada. The size of the resource makes the Clayton Valley project a premier asset with the potential to impact the future of lithium supply. Cypress Development Corp. trades on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol CYP, the OTCQB, symbol CYDVF, and on Frankfurt, symbol C1Z1. For more information, please visit our website, cypressdevelopmentcorp.com.
Welcome to the Goddard Report. Comments made on the Goddard Report and TalkDigitalNetwork.com are an expression of opinion only. Here is Jim Goddard.
My guest is Maxime Bernier. He's the leader of the People's Party of Canada, online at peoplespartyofcanada.ca and at Maxime Bernier on Twitter. Welcome back to the show, Maxime.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be with you.
Is freedom of speech under attack in Canada?
I think you're right, Jim. It is under attack. What's happening in Ottawa right now, it is troubling. As you know, there's a committee, House of Commons committee that want to bring back the Section 13. And the Section 13 is the section that we abolished in Canada 6 years ago. It's about hate speech. And we know that we have something against hate speech. It is in the criminal code, and we don't need a new body to go after hate speech. And that's why I'm saying, and a lot of other experts also are saying that, you know, it's a bad day for Canada when they want to do that. And the worst of that, it is the Conservative that voted to abolish that section 6 years ago. Now they're on board with the Liberals, the NDP, and all the other political parties except the People's Party of Canada. So they're ready to bring back Section 13. And yes, we can be, it can have an impact on free speech in this country.
Is there a danger the Liberal government will shut down Twitter during the election?
Well, actually, I asked that question to the minister in charge of the democratic institutions, and she said, no, she won't do that. But before that, a week before that, she was doing an interview with La Presse, newspaper in Montreal, and she said that she may do that if Twitter does not want to do what the government wants them to do. So that's why I asked her the question last Monday, and she said no, she doesn't want to do that. So I was happy with the answer, but we have to be vigilant about what's happening on social media.
Is identity politics dividing Canadians?
I think, Jim, it is. It is because the traditional political parties are playing that game of identity politics, and they want to please every special interest group. And, you know, I want to do politics differently, and I'm doing politics differently. My goal is to have policies that will be good for all Canadians. And so I don't play that game. But they think that for being elected, they have to please every special interest group, and also dividing Canadians on their ethnicity. So I don't buy that. I think you can be successful in politics if you have the right policies, and you just have to explain that to Canadians. But you know, we won't do that, and I think that's important. We're doing politics based on 4 principles: individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect, and fairness. And that's going very well for us, and I'm very happy. After 7 months, our party is doing very well.
Is the electoral system in Canada corrupted?
I don't think so. You know, we won't have anything in our platform to change the electoral system in this country. It's a parliamentary system, and we had that system since the beginning of our democracy. So I'm okay with that. You can be, if you're a new party, if you have great ideas, and I think you can be elected and you can be in government. We had an example of that in Quebec at the provincial level, were La Coalition. They were a new party 5 years ago, and they created that party, and now this party is in the government in Quebec. So I don't think that, I think we have there's no perfect electoral system, but the parliamentary system, I think it's a good one.
We'll have more with Maxime Bernier right after this.
Aben Resources Limited is a gold exploration company with significant projects in British Columbia and the Yukon, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol ABN, and the OTCQB, symbol ABNAF. Surrounded by world-class gold deposits and mines, Aben's 23,000 hectares Forest Kerr Gold Project is located in the heart of the Golden Triangle in northwestern BC. For more information, visit us at abenresources.com.
Media recognition from Bloomberg, Reuters, recycling trade publications. Patented process for 100% recovery of critical metals, including cobalt, lithium, nickel, manganese, aluminum. American Manganese is focused on recycling lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles. American Manganese trades on the TSX Venture, AMY, the US, AMYZF, and Frankfurt 2AM. For more information, visit AmericanManganeseInc.com or phone me, Larry Ray, at 778-574-4444.
Welcome back. We're speaking with Maxime Bernier. Maxime, do you have any star candidates running for the People's Party of Canada?
It is depending on what is your definition of star candidate. We have candidates that are very well known in their community, but a candidate that are well known all across the country with national notoriety. I don't think so. But our most important goal is to have candidates that share our values and Canadian values, individual freedom, personal responsibility, but also candidates that are well established in their riding. And that's why, we are very happy that right now, up to now, we have more than 273 candidates on 338. We have more candidates now than all the other political parties, except the Conservative, that they choose 291 candidates up to now. So for a new party after 8 months, I'm very pleased with that. And our goal is to have all our 338 candidates before the end of June, and we'll be able to do that for sure. But it will be Canadians, women and men that represent well their riding and with different backgrounds and expertise. And so I'm very happy with the candidates that we have right now.
Why is Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson going to run in Red Deer, Alberta instead of somewhere in BC?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. We must ask Laura Lynn. But I know that she wants to move with her family in Alberta. And I think she did it right now. And so maybe that was in the plan of her family to move from BC to Alberta. But also, she told me that she will be one of our candidates, in Alberta. I don't know which riding right now, but I'm sure that she's looking for a riding. But you can be sure that we'll have good candidates in BC. But you must ask the question to Laura Lynn. And I told her, you'll be able to represent our party because you did very well in the by-election in Burnaby South with 10.6% of the votes. And that was a very young party at that time. After only 4 months, she was able to have that score. And I think that was in her personal plan to move. But she'll be a better place to answer your question.
A lot of people are still not aware of you and the People's Party. How do you have a game plan to become a household name?
Yes, I think it's a big challenge. And I know that we need to be more in the mainstream media, but we have strong policies, and my goal is to be out there. As you may know, every Tuesday I'm with CTV and Power Politics and with Don Martin, and it's going very well. But we need to be out there. I think during the summertime, I will travel across the country and will be more in the news. But the most important for us is to participate in the national debate. And I can tell you that I will be there. I will debate against Justin Trudeau and Andrew Scheer and all the other leaders. I'll be there because the only condition for our party, because we are a new party, is to have 304 candidates all across the country. And like I told you, we'll have 338 candidates. So that will help us to be, people will recognize us and the party during these debates. That will help us. But before that, I will travel across the country and I will do a lot of media. But, you know, a young party, it's normal when people are asked for which party they want to vote for the next election, so they don't remember the name of our party. So it's, and I need to be out there. The name recognition of our party, need to be better than that. But my own name recognition with the Canadian population, it's very good. So we need to do the link between Maxime Bernier and the People's Party. And that's why I'll start the campaign the 1st of July and traveling across the country until the 21st of October.
Do you have a breakout strategy to be front and center on the political stage?
Yeah, the strategy is that we have the best policies, and that's important. And we're doing politics differently. And I think people appreciate that. They appreciate the authenticity of our campaign, what we are saying. You know, sometimes you may not like our policy, but our goal is not to please to every Canadian. Our goal is to have the best policies for a freer and more prosperous country. So, I think it would be a big surprise for some Canadians after the election. I think we can do very, very well.
We'll have more with Maxime Bernier right after the break.
Hi, I'm Douglas Mason, President and CEO of Rainy Mountain Royalty Corp., RMO, on the TSX Venture Exchange. Rainy Mountain Royalty Corp. is a Canadian-based mineral exploration project generator. The company currently holds multiple property interests in Ontario with joint venture partners and is seeking further joint venture partners for other drill-ready properties in our portfolio. For more information, please visit our website at rmroyalty.com or call me at 604-922-2030.
Don't miss out. Stay informed. Receive the HowStreet.com weekly recap with thought-provoking podcasts, radio, and articles delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the HowStreet.com weekly recap on our homepage at HowStreet.com.
Welcome back. We're speaking with Maxime Bernier. Maxime, a lot of people are set in their ways, especially when it comes to voting. How can you get people to switch to the People's Party?
But first of all, they have to go on our website. You know, we have a serious and bold policy for this country. For example, we want to change the equalization formula and being less generous for some provinces and being fair for every province. We want also to tackle the immigration, being sure that people who are coming here are coming to share our Canadian values, and we want to have fewer immigrants. The maximum would be 250,000 a year. That would be important. So we have strong policies that other politicians don't want to discuss, and I think that's the goal. If we want to have support, we need to have a vision of this for this country, and we have a vision based on principle. And we're the only principle alternative with the Liberals and the Conservatives, because for me, they're all about the same. They have the same platform on immigration, always more and more. They have the same platform on equalization formula. They have the same platform on not balancing the budget. And Boucher said that he will balance the budget in 2 years when he was running for the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada. And after that, when he was leader, he said the same thing. But now, I think 2 weeks ago, he said that he won't be able to do that. It will take him 2 terms. So he's like the Liberal, more spending, and we don't believe in that. We believe that we must lower taxes to every Canadian, and like that, people will have more of their own money in their own pocket, and they will be able to do what they want to do, and having more money to spend for their family or to save. So we are very different than the other political parties because we're doing politics differently.
The political class versus the people in Canada, how will you change it to be the political class for the people?
Yeah, you just need to speak for the people. That's why our name is the People's Party of Canada. We are speaking for the people. We are, for all the people, for all Canadians. So that's, we're a political party, but I think we're more than that. We are a movement also, a grassroots movement. And that's why we were able to build this party. After 8 months, we have more than 40,000 members. We have riding associations all across our country. And so it's going very well because we're a grassroots party and because we're focused on the reform that needs to be done in this country for a better future.
What's your energy policy? Would you restrict energy projects like the current government has?
Absolutely not. The best energy policy is to be sure to build pipelines in this country. And we're the only party who want to be sure to build pipelines because I said publicly in French and in English that we will use the Constitution, if necessary, to impose a pipeline on Quebec because it's a federal jurisdiction. And in the Constitution, you can use a section 9210, and that gives the power to the federal government to have a national infrastructure for the benefit of our country. And so, yes, you must do consultation, but at the end, if you are not able to have an agreement, you can use the Constitution to be sure to build a national infrastructure like pipelines. And actually, in the history of our country, the federal government used that section more than 300 times. So it is time to have the courage to use it and to be sure that we'll be able to have pipelines because that's important for the prosperity of our country, but most important for the unity of our country. So we're very different, and I think that's the best energy policy, being sure that we'll be able to export our oil and gas, not only in the U.S., but outside the U.S.
Maxime, thank you so much for your time.
I thank you very much, and I hope I'll be able to be with you in another day.
My guest has been Maxime Bernier, leader of the People's Party of Canada. You can find them online at peoplespartyofcanada.ca. I'm Jim Goddard. Thanks for listening.
Comments made on the Goddard Report and TalkDigitalNetwork.com are an expression of opinion only. The Goddard Report is available online and mobile at TalkDigitalNetwork.com. The Goddard Report is a production of Howe Street Media Incorporated.